girl Camryn, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about concert dues and the start of a new year. A lot of artists are going on tour, and I just find that a lot of people do tend to have a lot of questions about concerts. I have been to several concerts in my lifetime. I've been from nosebleeds to front row to backstage VIP, meet and greets. I've experienced pretty much every aspect of concert life that you can, you know, be in. So I thought I would just share some things that I have picked up, little tips, so that you can get the best experience possible. I did an Aubrey and the Three Migos concert experience video where I explained kind of what that was like, and it actually did really well, and I got a great positive response to it. A lot of people had many questions for me in the comments, so I just thought I would do a video that would kind of talk about a little bit of everything. So before we get into this video, please hit that subscribe button down below. You already know how we do over here. I'm manifesting all 2019. I see great things for this channel, and I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep giving videos. I'm going to keep it up no matter what. So we're going to do this. So please support, please come along with me in this journey. That sounds super corny, but for real though, like, that's exactly what this is. And let me just shut the hell up and let's just get into the video. We're gonna start with our don'ts, because I feel like this is probably one of the most important things that you should not do at a concert. Definitely do not wear heels unless if you can handle them. I'm just saying, like, I know and I've seen, especially if you're floor level, you do not have a seat, okay? You don't have a seat, so you're going to be standing the entire time, and that's just too much. The next don't for a concert is do not bring a big purse. Honestly, I genuinely don't think that it's even allowed in arenas, like a huge purse. I know the one here in Detroit, you cannot have a purse or a bag over a certain size. So just so you don't have to go back to your car and put all your stuff in it so you're prepared, don't bring a big purse. And a big purse is kind of too much to lug around. You don't want too much weight on you. So I would recommend Googling or looking up the size of the bag that you are allowed to bring so you can just be prepared. Yeah. Next thing to not do at a concert is don't drink too much before you go to a concert. And yes, I mean liquor, alcohol. I think this is something that anybody, like, you don't have to be 21 to understand. You don't want to be that person who ruins it for everyone else around you, and you want to enjoy it. I've seen so many situations where people are tipsy, off their ass, like acting crazy. Don't drink too much before you get there. Don't drink too much while you're there. And if you're underage, don't drink at all, okay? So don't record on an iPad or a big device. Don't do it. Don't do it. Especially at smaller venues, it's very annoying and it's very distracting and it's very inconsiderate to the people who are behind you. When I went to the Kehlani concert, for example, it was all standing level. Everybody's on the same level. There's no like tiers or anything. I was probably in like the third row. And this dude decided he wanted to pull out, or it was a girl, I don't know. If I have a clip, I'll insert it. But she had her iPad. Like, girl, first off, Kehlani is right there in front of your face. That's just distracting. Second of all, there are hundreds of people behind you. Me being the person directly behind you, I was about to clock her. And some of y'all might be like, who would do that? Trust me, people will do that. Like, some people think the bigger the screen, the better the picture, the better the quality. I don't know, but just don't do it. Another don't, that I know this is very hard, but don't record the entire concert. I've seen little girls, Ariana Grande concert, 2015, I don't know what it was, honeymoon tour. I looked over at her, right? This little girl was sitting down with her camera, her iPhone, filming the entire thing, watching the concert through the phone the entire time. Don't do that. I feel like if you're gonna go there and just record the whole thing, like, I definitely get it. There are moments where you just love a song, you're so into something that you just like want to share it, you want to keep the memory. I get it. The whole point of going to a concert is to experience the live, the hype, to see the person in real time, not to be looking at it through a screen, because like I said, if that's the case, go home, watch a YouTube video. just don't record the whole thing. I just think that's out of common courtesy for the person performing, especially if it's a smaller crowd. It's definitely more evident if people are more into their phones or not really watching it live. So just don't record the whole thing. Another don't is don't go to a concert and not know any of the songs. I laugh because, you know what? No, this wasn't me. But there'll be people that come that just know the popular songs, and it's just like they just sitting there for the rest of the concert after they, the artist performs those 2-3 songs, and they're just sitting there like, just come knowing a little bit. Do your research. Like, if you were invited to a concert and like you don't really F with the person, or you don't really know this person's music, do a little research, do a little studying. But I'm just saying, it's just awkward. It's just awkward. So don't be that person, okay? Meet and greets. So things to not do at a meet and greet. I would just not be over dramatic. Don't do the whole crying, I'm gonna die, like you're God kind of thing. I think that's a little dramatic, and a lot of the times at meet and greets, you don't have a lot of time. So any interaction that you have with them, don't make it something that's just like over emotional. You can't get yourself together. You can't even form yourself to say hi. You're just a mess. Kind of my only don't for a meet and greet. Now we're going to get into some do's that you should do when going to a concert. This is like number 1. Make sure you come with a completely charged phone. On the ride there, make sure it's on a charger. Don't use your phone at all. I don't know what to tell you, but for some reason at concerts, phones like to die like 50 times faster, and it's probably because you're using Snapchat, and Snapchat uses and drains the crap out of your battery. I would even recommend a portable charger to bring with you. Invest in one, and also to be able to contact, like, if your parents dropped you off, if you drove yourself in like something, just to make sure. You need a phone at a concert, period. Like, not even just for taking videos, but for communication purposes. Just make sure that it's completely charged. Don't come there with 50%, 40%, 10%. Don't come there with 80%, like 100%. The next thing that you should do at a concert, wear comfy shoes. So this is the opposite. Don't wear heels, wear comfy shoes. Whatever comfy shoes means to you. Now, if you got a pair of comfy heels that you can deal with and want to deal with, fine. I still don't recommend heels because I've done that and it's not smart. But comfy shoes like sneakers, I would preferably say probably nothing that's like a flat shoe. But sometimes for looks, you gotta do things. I get it. Just something comfy. Next, make sure that you bring perfume and or deodorant and or both, i.e. both. Mostly deodorant, actually. You don't know what the concert setting is going to be like. You don't know if it's going to be jammed packed, especially if you are on the lower level or in the mosh pit. Just bring some. I know chances are you probably won't leave, but it can get a little hot, a little musty, and just in case. The next thing that you should do at a concert, kind of briefly mentioned this, bring a mini backpack or a fanny pack. I would definitely recommend bringing some sort of bag though. I wouldn't just bring a wallet, and I wouldn't just bring keys. Bring something. So like if it's your charger, put it in there. Again, deodorant, put it in there. Keys, put it in there. You don't want anything just loose hanging out that like, oops, you drop it, it's gone. So definitely bring some sort of bag. I like to bring a mini backpack. Fanny packs can be cute too. Cute fanny pack. No mom fanny pack, but a cute fanny pack. Come with a bag. Come with something. Next, which I got a lot of questions about this on my Aubrey and the Three Migos tour experience concert, which I will link in the description down below. Make sure that you get to the concert early for parking purposes, because they jack up prices for parking, so you might have to drive around a lot to find a lot if you're not familiar with the area. And it's just really crowded. Typically, arenas are in big cities, big crowded areas, so definitely just really make sure you carve out a great amount of time. I would say if the concert started maybe 7:30, leave your house so you can get to around the venue maybe at 6. Like, I'm not playing. So you can really start navigating, figuring out what's going on. Granted, the people who are performing probably will still be late, so you'll be early. But you just want to make sure you have your parking. And even better, if you can, try to get a ride to the concert, so somebody can just swoop you up, snatch you up after the concert, just drop you off right in the middle of the street so that you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to pay for parking. You don't got to worry about nada. Okay? Next thing recommended. This isn't a you have to, but I would eat before you go to a concert for multiple reasons. Arena food is extremely expensive. We all know this. And you don't want to get to the point where you're either starving yourself because it's too expensive, or you have to force yourself to buy the food because you're so hungry. So definitely make sure that you eat before so that you have food in your system. You don't feel lethargic, you don't get sick, and you don't have to pay for that arena food. A do for a concert is make sure that you're friendly with others. Like, for real, guys, you can meet some really awesome people at concerts. You guys all came there for a common reason, for this specific artist. I've heard stories, and I know some people who have met people at concerts and still keep in touch with them to this day. You don't always have to go with people too. You can go by yourself. That's not really my thing, to go to a concert by myself, because I don't just like to be all hanging out in the open like that by myself, because I don't play that. But people are so friendly at concerts, for real sometimes. But be friendly, like, talk to people. The last thing, I'm just gonna go back into the meet and greet situation for your dues. Do come with some sort of maybe intent, or kind of have an idea of maybe what you want to share. Like, if this artist inspired you, if you have something you really want them to know, make sure that you kind of think about that, because like I said, some meet and greets are so like in and out. Luckily, when I did do Kaylani's meet and greet, we fortunately were able to have a moment. Make sure you just have some sort of idea so you're calm and collected, you know what you want to say, and you have that time to make a moment with whoever you're meeting. Another do that kind of goes with the meet and greet VIP backstage situation. If you're backstage, just be very respectful of the space. Act normal, act calm. You don't want to be that person who's like acting a damn fool, like, who is she, why is she back here? Because at the end of the day, I understand that some people are, we love their music, we love them, but at the end of the day, they are people. So just try to be like, collect your nerves, calm down, it's okay. Like, don't be crazy. Just don't be crazy. That was my list of do's and don'ts. Again, I will leave the link down below to my celebrity encounters video where I explain my Kaylani meet and greet situation, and also the Aubrey and the Three Migos concert experience tour thing in the description below. Please hit that subscribe button. Big things, great things, all 2019. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.